Hello, everybody, and today I'm shooting a quick video about something that I saw yesterday. So let's talk about it. And the funny thing for me is that there is a dead genre of movies that I have not seen very many of. But alas, they have resurrected it. So today I am here to talk about an actually funny movie, which might bode well for the other comedies that are coming out. But The Naked Gun 2025. Um, so if you guys don't know this movie, this is an 80s movie that was played by the late, great Leslie Nielsen. Um, And this was actually a comedy series that I had watched years and years ago. I'd actually say maybe the newer ones are a bit funnier to me because even this is kind of humor beyond my days. But this movie back in the day had O.J. Simpson and a bunch of guest cameos. So the new Naked Gun 2025. If you guys have been here on my channel, you know there's some actors here. There's some actors that I love with all of my heart. Nick Cage, and of course, the great Liam Neeson. And I am happy to report that Liam Neeson is in this movie, and he plays the son of Leslie Nielsen. He plays uh, Lieutenant Frank Durbin Jr., and Liam Neeson is goddamn funny. Um, so this is a very interesting movie because with a movie like this in particular, you can go one of two ways. Either you try to be funny, which if you have Liam Neeson, I don't feel like that would work. But with this new Naked Gun movie, they do something smart and they have Liam Neeson play this like a serious action movie. He is super serious in this movie, which makes this movie funnier, being that this movie is a slapstick comedy. So, despite the gag that is happening in the background of this movie, you have Liam Neeson being Liam Neeson. And I actually think that if you don't have Liam Neeson in this movie, it would not be funny. So, this is one of those cases, and I kind of figured when I saw the trailers of this movie, it was going to be fucking hilarious. Because, as I said, even when Liam Neeson is there's a couple of scenes in particular where he may have to do a funny bit. He does the bit so fucking seriously that you crack up watching this because of how serious he is. And it's one of those comedies. Now, the person who directed this was Akiva Schaffer, who did the movie Pop Star. I gotta be honest, did not particularly care for that movie. Not really my thing. I heard a lot of people liked the movie though, and this was also written by Dan Greger as well, who I don't really know, but I do know that the producer of this is Seth MacFarlane. Which, if you guys think that name sounds familiar, Family Guy and Ted. Also, which is kind of hilarious, but him and Liam Neeson happen to be good friends. So it makes sense that this movie was in production hell for a bit and that Liam Neeson would actually get this role if it's to be believed that Seth MacFarlane got it across the goal line. I've been looking up information on the movie. I'm not particularly sure um, per se because under its production, yeah, they did a deal with Paramount, but I believe yes, Seth MacFarlane did put his own money into this movie, and he was actually the reason why we have Liam Neeson and some of the guest stars that are in this movie who appear. So Seth MacFarlane, you creative, sick genius, thank you very much. This is a 90-minute movie. This is a comedy movie, and I'm going to be straight with everybody before I give my review and make this review super short because honestly, with comedies, folks, there's not much I can say. You're not going into this movie. I'm not gonna be like, the cinematography is beautiful, this and that. You probably want to know, is this movie hilarious? And I will say that I don't want to mislead people because you're going to have a lot of people who are going to say a lot of things, and comedy is highly subjective. It is the hardest thing to review because comedic taste varies. Like, we can genuinely say we like different movies together, or certain comedies are generally loved. But this harkens back to the good old days of slapstick comedy. And like, in the realm of those movies like Spaceballs, or Monty Python and the Holy Grail, or Airplane, things like that, where there were a lot of physical gags. If you like that kind of stuff, and you're like me and you're a fan of Liam Neeson in general, you will love this movie. If you like Seth MacFarlane's humor, because a lot of it is in this movie, along with Akiva, uh, check his name again, Akiva Schaffer. Um, if you like their humor, this movie will work for you. Not every joke landed, but I would say about 75% of the jokes in this movie landed for me. And the physical comedy was hilarious because, once again, Liam Neeson does this comedy straight faced. And I can't really tell you the gags because A, you don't want to ruin a joke, and B, um, it ruins it unless you see it. Also, too, the special guest appearances were very well, which is why I only said one actor, Liam Neeson. I really don't want to give away everybody who's in this movie, but there is a wide variety of cameos that actually make sense for the famous people to be in this movie with the stuff that is going on, and what this is about, which is the most fucking ridiculous plot ever, which makes it even funnier. This movie is just fucking supremely ridiculous, and I think that's what makes this movie really good. And also, it's raunchy comedy, and I mean raunchy in every sense of the word. I don't mean Amy Schumer terrible jokes raunchy. See my kind of pregnant review. Ugh. I mean, this is actually funny jokes, funny raunchy jokes, which we just don't get anymore because everybody gets fucking offended by a joke. But this movie actually goes there. And I think a lot of it is because Seth MacFarlane does Family Guy, and he really doesn't give a fuck about what people have to say. It was much like Ted, where I got that sense of funny jokes and the person not really caring or having the filter and just saying, hey, this is what we're doing. And surprisingly, this movie makes it work. Like, there is some really disgusting jokes, there is some just really hilarious bit gags, some physical comedy. This was a good tester to see if maybe Spaceballs can come back and do the same thing. And after seeing Naked Gun and the way that this script was done, I think that um, if they can do it, then the man who created Spaceballs, Mel Brooks, and them coming back, I think they could at least make a competent, funny movie. This gives me a lot of hopes. But anyways, Naked Gun 2025, I'm going to give it an 8.5. Um, I wouldn't say 10 because, the ending is just what you'd expect or whatever, but I'm going high eights because, one, this is a 90-minute movie, and two, I haven't seen a good comedy in years. It's been years since anything has either had the balls to say a good joke or is funny enough to make me laugh. And this is hilarious. If you are a fan of slapstick comedies and good old fashioned funny ass movies, definitely go and check this out. And I definitely hope they make another one of these. And actually, I really think Liam Neeson should do more stuff like this. I think it's hilarious watching him do shit deadpan straight, like, while everything is just fucking hilarious around him. Like, I really think Liam Neeson's found his calling. Like, he's getting kind of old. He's getting up there to do action movies. I think he might be the guy to do fucking comedy movies because he is hilarious in this film. It's the script is written around his kind of action movie, and it's just fucking hilarious to watch him take this shit so seriously. Like, if nothing else, go and see this movie for Liam Neeson's performance because he is fucking hilarious. This is probably the funniest I've ever seen him in a role. And I think that having Seth MacFarlane come in and touch up the script really shows because you could tell the movie was very much written around this constant joke. And like I said, I don't want to tell you guys the gags because I don't want to ruin it. And definitely the cameos were fantastic. Some of the people I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen them in years. So I think people will enjoy this movie. Will it resonate with everyone? Probably not. But for me, it's my kind of sense of humor. So in the comments below, let me know. Have you guys ever seen Naked Gun, or what's your favorite slapstick comedy? I would have to say my favorite slapstick comedy of all time is Spaceballs. For anyone who's a Star Wars fan, I love me some Mel Brooks. I know a lot of people like The Holy Grail, but personally, I think Spaceballs is the best. I know that's sacrilege, but that was a comedy I watched first before I watched the other Mel Brooks movies. But in the comments below, let me know what's your favorite movie. Do you like the original Naked Guns? Are you excited about this movie? Have you not heard anything about it? And are you going to see it this week? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And as always, remember there is only one rule here in the Fandom Zone. Kneel before General Zod.